Today we have a widely successful serial entrepreneur, founder of two startups, Quasitech Marketing Consultancy and Quasitech Institute of Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Kwa is a talented and dedicated person and one of Africa's leading business consultants. Today he is going to talk on business problem topology and how it can be used for innovation in businesses. Please let's welcome Mr. Kwa. You're welcome.
Thank you, Tommy. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be here today to talk on a trending topic like this. Business problem topology is a model that companies can use in order to be innovative in their companies. So, in order to be innovative, you need to do what has never been done by adopting a technique from a parallel but unrelated industry.
Okay, so what are parallel but unrelated industries?
Okay, when we talk of industries being parallel but unrelated, there is one criteria that they must satisfy in order to be parallel industry.
Okay.
That is the characteristic of the problem that they are facing must be identical, which means that maybe the cost structure is the same, or the type of employees that they employ is identical, something like that. Let's take for example an airline. An airline, whether it is fully booked or not, it incurs the same running cost. A travel agency, whether all the seats are filled or not, it incurs almost the same cost. A hotel, whether all the rooms are booked or not, it incurs almost the same cost. So these three industries could be referred to as parallel but unrelated industries, which means that a problem in which a travel agency is facing could have been faced in some other way by the hotel industry or by the airline industry. So how did they resolve that problem, or how are they currently solving that problem? So if you can take that solution from maybe the airline industry and bring it into the travel agency, it becomes an innovation to the travel agency.
Alright.
Yeah. So this is very different from benchmarking. Benchmarking is that belief that we should look at better performing companies of the same industry and copy from them. This, you might be able to excel in that industry, but you will not be able to be innovative, because for you to innovate, you must do something that has never been done. But then again, King Solomon lets us understand that there is really nothing hidden under the sun. So in other words, it's like telling us that we cannot do what has never been done, because everything is already there.
Yeah.
So you just need to look, you just need to increase your conscious level to be able to see that. We'll look at the example of Henry Ford, a highly successful entrepreneur, that one of the richest persons that have ever lived on the planet. He was the owner of a car manufacturing company, and he is the inventor of the assembly line that is used for manufacturing cars.
Yeah.
Now, Ford was not an engineer. He was not that very talented, very brilliant. He was not the inventor of the engine. He was not the inventor of the car. But he was able to revolutionize the car industry. How did he do this? In the past, in the United States, the demand for cars was really very high, but the supply was very low. The supply was low because there was a belief that in order to manufacture cars, they needed highly talented mechanics that could handle multiple equipment at the same time. So it was difficult to search or to find such talented mechanics. So at the tail end, the number of cars that could be manufactured was very or extremely limited. So Ford sat and thought of this for quite a long time. He said, okay. He looked into different industries that were facing like similar problems. He looked into the meat industry of the United States. He saw that there was never a day there was shortage of meat in the United States. So how was the government searching for these like experienced butchers to be able to supply meat to the whole of the United States, whole of the households in the United States. So, in order to clarify his doubt, he took a trip to California in one of the butcher houses there to see things for himself. When he arrived there, he was surprised. Because what he saw was, he did not see any experienced butcher. He saw like people standing on specific workstation having only one tool in a meat disassembly. That means the meat was hung from a rotating wheel, and each person on a particular working station was cutting out a particular part of that meat away. So as the meat moved from station to station, it was being cut until only the bones were left. But now in the car industry, we needed something that could assemble. But the idea of that assembly came from the meat disassembly line. So from that visit, Ford was able to get the idea of, okay, if we now need to manufacture cars in great amount of quantity, we do not really need experienced mechanics. What we need are specialized workers that will stand on a particular workstation and perform just one task. So that's how the assembly line was invented. So he then came back now to his company and was able to implement the assembly line that revolutionized the car manufacturing industry. He was a great guy. So in essence, what we are saying is that there is really nothing new that you can invent on the planet, because everything was there, everything is there already. So in order to be innovative, you simply need to look into a parallel but unrelated industry. They are facing this same problem. So you need to completely define your problem. What are the defining characteristics of your problem? Which other company is facing this problem which is not in your industry, and how are they currently solving that problem? Once you identify that particular company, you then need to adopt their model, bring it into your company. That model is not going to work perfectly in your company. We need to do some adjustments to be able to suit your company. But once you are able to do those adjustments and then suit it to your company, it becomes a revolution, a drastic innovation of that company.
Wow. Great.
Yeah. So.
Wow. It was a great session with Mr. Kwa.
Thank you.
Quite a great experience learning from you. I'm always happy having you.